What's up? Here for my WrestleMania review. Just watched it last night. It was for a pay-per-view, like for a regular pay-per-view, I guess. There's about, I think, 10 matches. Usually it's around 8 for pay-per-views or 7. But for like a pay-per-view, it was pretty damn good, I'd say. But for WrestleMania, it was a bit disappointing. Kind of reminded me of 23, because 23 there was like 2 good matches, or I guess 3, including Money in the Bank, Taker, Batista, main event, and obviously the Money in the Bank. But it was better than 23. I don't know why I'm comparing 23 because that was a while ago. But as far as last year, I thought it was a bit better than last year. So not a lot better, but a bit. Let me just get into it. The first match was Sheamus versus John Morrison and R-Truth for the tag team, unified tag team belts. I knew this was going to be the opener. If you didn't hear about it before, it was going to be the opener. The set looked pretty amazing. It took 2 weeks to build. Like the whole WrestleMania set, that was pretty cool. But this is like maybe 5 minutes at the most. Basically, Big Show wins with the knockout punch, which I knew was going to happen. I wish these guys had more time, obviously. I thought the CM Punk Rey Mysterio match should have been first, because they're two, pretty good wrestlers, fast-paced. But that didn't happen, obviously. This match, I'm going to give 2 stars. It could have been like 2.5, maybe 3 if it went longer. But yeah, Sheamus wins, 2 stars out of 5. Alright match, but way too short. And the next match was the Triple Threat, which is kind of weird too. This is the second match. But yeah, Triple Threat, Legacy, and Randy Orton, obviously. This match is pretty much like the Raw match that they had, which is like the handicap. It started off halfway into that, and obviously Ted, betrayed or whatever. They went started fighting each other or whatever. Cody Rhodes and Ted started fighting a little bit, kind of like the Raw match, like I said, except it was obviously better because they started all fighting later on. But then Randy Orton wins with the boot to the face against Cody Rhodes, and RKO's Ted DiBiase. I'm not sure why Randy Orton had to get the win. I mean, he's already over with the fans, as you can see. I mean, they were going crazy for Randy Orton, so what was the point of him winning? I don't know. I think Ted should have won, or at least Cody, at least one of them. I think if they want to give a push to either Cody Rhodes or Ted to get over with the fans, I think Ted should have won. I mean, he came out with the movie Marine 2 and all that, so I think Ted should have won, but maybe they'll continue the feud later on, or somehow at least one of them are going to win besides Randy Orton. And that's what I want to see. But this just shows that I guess WWE doesn't really care about Legacy. They always treat him like shit anyways. But I think Ted should have won. But match, I can give 2.5 stars out of 5. It was alright match, whatever. Next was the Money in the Bank. There's 10 people in this match. I'm not going to name them because you probably already know. That was a big mistake by WWE already because obviously there's going to be a lot of botches when there's that many people in the ring. And the problem with this match, the problem with having Money in the Bank this period is each year it's going to get the same. Like, it's always the same now because how many more times can you do Money in the Bank without being different from the last Money in the Bank? So, next year, like, it's going to get more repetitive each year, I think. So, this year, it just shows that it got, like, to the highest level of being repetitive because each person climbed the ladder, they get thrown off. Another person gets thrown off. That's all it was, really. And then maybe a couple good, like, actual spots on Evan Bourne in the Shooting Star Press. Kofi Kingston tried to climb with 2 broken ladders. That was pretty cool. But, Jack Swagger wins. Kind of a surprise there. It took forever to take the fucking Money in the Bank thing off, but alright. And, yeah, Jack Swagger wins. I thought Christian would win, obviously, because in the Edge match, I thought he'd win, but none of that even happened. So Jack Swagger wins. Hopefully he gets an actual push for once. And, yeah, overall it was an alright match. Not as good as other Money in the Banks. I barely gave it a 4 out of 5. I was thinking about 3.5, but it kind of got better. So 4 out of 5. Triple H versus Sheamus. This is a pretty enjoyable match, I thought. I wasn't looking forward to this at all. This is only one of the matches I wasn't looking forward to. Besides the Divas, who no one cares about that. But, yeah, this is a good match. Triple H wins. I kind of have a problem with that and kind of don't. Hopefully Sheamus gets a win over at least Triple H some other time. But Sheamus did pretty good in this match. Triple H, they both did, back and forth kind of wrestling. Near the end, Triple H wins the pedigree, whatever. I mean, he's already over, so, I mean, what the fuck, who cares? But, match was okay, 3 out of 5 stars. Next, we go to Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk. If Rey Mysterio loses, he joins the Straight Society. This match was a little short. It was, for what it was alright. I mean, it could have been way better. Rey Mysterio did some classic WCW moves in here, which I really liked. But, yeah, Rey Mysterio wins with a 619. Obviously, I knew he was going to win. But, he came out with the Avatar mask, which was pretty cool. Yeah, Rey Mysterio wins. Solid match. Barely 3 out of 5 stars. That's about it. Bret Hart vs. Mr. McMahon. People really pissed off about this match, but what could you really expect? I mean, Hart Dynasty was there. Their whole family was there. They betrayed Mr. McMahon pretty much, kind of double-crossing. It was what it was. Like, people, go crazy, like, oh my god, this match is terrible. I mean, it wasn't a match, really. I'm still going to give it, I'm going to give it a 1.5 stars. I would give it 2, but really, all it was is Bret Hart beating up Mr. McMahon the whole time. Obviously, tell Bret Hart's still in bad condition. He can't really take any bumps. That's why the whole match, he didn't get hit once, if you noticed that. I don't think he got hit once by Mr. McMahon. It was basically, then he took like 20 chair shots to the back. Mr. Man took like 20 chair shots. I don't know what was up with that. Like, it was so like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he's hitting him with like 20 times in the back with the chair. But that really was like, whatever. And then, yeah, they get the whole sharpshooter thing at the end. A star and a half out of 5. I mean, I would give it a dud, but whatever. I'm still going to give it a star and a half for anything. I don't know. Chris Jericho versus Edge for the world title. This is another enjoyable match, I thought. Edge, he's still probably injured, but, you know, it was a good match. Chris Jericho wins with the, I think the second, whatever you fucking call it, codebreaker. And he didn't really get speared throughout the whole match until the end. Freaking did a spot where Edge was on a table. He ran through the other table, and then the whole barricade, like, basically collapsed with the spear, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, 3.5 stars, actually. I would give it a 4 or whatever, but, you know, it was a solid match, almost a 4-star match. It was good, though. Like, yeah, but Chris Jericho wins, 3.5 stars. Next match was the Divas match. No one really cares. I'm going to give it a 1 star just because they did all their finishers in the ring. All the Divas did all their finishers, which is pretty cool. That's all it really was. And then Vicky Guerrero does the, whatever called, the bowl fucking, I don't know what they call it, but the splash. And she totally botches it. Looked terrible. And she even botches the pin. I think the referee's fault. Kelly's shoulder was up. The referee really didn't know what he was doing, so I don't know. A star out of, I don't know, who gives a shit, a star. Yeah, but, yeah, John Cena versus Batista. I was very disappointed in this match because I liked their SummerSlam match. I thought they did really good at SummerSlam. But this was a bit, like, I don't know, like, it wasn't as good as SummerSlam. Some people said it was. In my opinion, it was not. But, yeah, John Cena wins with the STF, kicks out of the Batista bomb, like, once or twice. John Cena gets freaking spine busted in midair while he does his little leg drop thing. It kind of looked good, I guess. He does a lot of botches in this. I think Batista almost killed Cena on the head. He DDT'd him, and I think I heard him say, "Give me a minute." So there's a few botches. Cena botched on the suplex. But it's botched Batista. What could you expect? When you're in the ring with him, there's going to be a few mistakes. So, but overall, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I like the other match at SummerSlam. I gave it like a 3.5. So it's almost as good as the SummerSlam match, but not quite. Cena wins 3 out of 5. Cena haters in the front row got their, I don't know, 50 minutes of fame, whatever you want to call it. Cena went up to him, smiled. That was pretty cool. But yeah, John Cena's entrance is pretty cool, by the way, too. And the main event, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, the one that everybody wanted to see. This was a very good match. Obviously, it was going to be great. Just them coming out, you knew it was going to be a great match. The first 5 minutes was awesome. The first 10 minutes, it got better and better and better. They did a lot of exchanges, a lot of pinfalls and near pinfalls and kickouts. Like, he kicked out of the tombstone. Like, Sweet Chin Music, Undertaker kicked out. Shawn Michaels did a backflip on the table. Like, barely, he pretty much missed. But in a way, it kind of looked cool because the way that they're selling the injury in this match, Undertaker's leg or knee was hurting. So it kind of looked cool that Shawn Michaels missed and he actually hit his leg. I don't know if people noticed that. Shawn Michaels landed on his leg when he did the flip, so it looked pretty cool. But yeah, but Shawn Michaels loses with the tombstone the second time. Undertaker jumped in the air and like tombstoned him, which is pretty cool. And there's like a little bit of blood. I think Shawn Michaels' wrist or Undertaker's wrist was bleeding. I know it sounds kind of emo. I should say forearm, I guess. Yeah, it was pretty good though. I'm not going to give it 5 stars. I'm going to give it 4.5 stars because I like the WrestleMania match better. I gave that 4.5, but now I look back, I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So 4.5 stars, not a bad match. Shawn Michaels leaves, obviously, and everyone knew this was going to happen. So yeah, it was a good match. I kind of feel bad for Shawn Michaels the way it ended, but hey, it has to end some way. So kind of like Ric Flair at WrestleMania 24. That was cool how Shawn Michaels was getting up and Undertaker told him to stay down, and then Shawn Michaels just like, Undertaker's like, oh, whatever. Then he fucking slaps him in the face, and then tombstone. Then pretty good. Yeah, good match. It was pretty much what I expected. It wasn't as good as the 25, obviously, but good match. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, I'm going to just give the Mania, for WrestleMania, I'm going to give it like an 8. For pay-per-view, I'd give it like a 9, 9.5, even a 10. But for WrestleMania, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. So, peace.